Salutations everyone, I am your resident Zalthar. So, when we last left off, I was busy in a war with Essex, and the goal is just to continue to conquer out the West Isles. I've already conquered all of Ireland, and there's a couple of stragglers in here, but don't need to get to them quite yet, it's no point. Right now I actually want to gobble up as much as I can before the other countries do. So, without further ado, let's unpause the game. And we're off. So we have 3,000 men. Pickland seems to have tributized these two countries. But I'll bring my men over. And I will have them help in the siege. I think this is another tributary war they're fighting. Let's see. Yes. They are making everyone their tributary. Interesting development. Alright. Easy smashings. And the war is almost completely over with. And a Jewish man arrives in my court, and he's fabulous at intrigue, but he doesn't like me, and he's not going to like me for a long time, so I'm just going to ask him to leave. He may join plots against me, which I do not want to do. Let's get my spell master to ask a couple people to stop killing each other. And no other. Could give some for Shadka, it's only 12 gold, I'll give them extra piety. And eventually I'll observe Ramadan and go to do the Hajj. Deeply honored to receive my 25 piety. It's another county. And I'll continue sieging down Essex for the extra gold. And my concubine is finally pregnant. Off a peace, I usurped. I did not. I vassalized this person too. It's actually quite imperative I get religious revocation, so I'm able just to revoke every single person at once. I will need to have a reserve of prestige, which I do, due to the inevitable revolts that will happen. But I will take this person on. I actually am going to just take all these men down. I lost a bit of men there. Actually, quite a bit of men. Irrelevant though. I will continue to attack this person anyway. Unless they have plenty of allies, which they do not. Can't do an invasion because I do not have enough piety. And I will do the conquest of Oxford. Without further ado. I actually will put men here, because I may actually lose with only one flank, so I'm actually going to get more men. Let's take a look at this battle, everyone. Let's take a look at this battle. Alright, so let's click on the battle. Okay. 2,192 morale versus their 4,800 and 600. Their flanks are being destroyed, so it's going to just be a duke out between my middle flank and their middle flank. Jane Carls died comatose. The realm fracture, it did. It looks like I am doing 27 damage and 31 morale damage. He's only doing 33, so he's actually doing more than me. And I was routed practically instantaneously. Interesting. Actually quite interesting. I was routed instantaneously. Okay. I actually do need to bring up my reinforcements. Good, we're waiting for this. Alright, so I do need to... I'm actually going to take these off, merge them together. I'm actually going to climb a path that way. I'm going to have them go here. See if I can't dodge. I'll pay the 50 gold. In that case, because I have a high chance to get just eventually from it. And of course, I'm able to make her a Midas touched, but I can't do it myself. Did I convert the actual man himself? I did not. Alright, so we have 2,000 men. I'm going to siege down Oxford now. Actually, I'm going to beat up his army first. And this should be a wash. It is. For them. Beat it down again. A daughter was born, unfortunately. She can't do much in the base game. As a Muslim society, she isn't going to do anything for this campaign. In the latest patches, DLC, can't remember, they added in status of women, which, if you can see here, traditional, can't do anything. Default, marginal, women are able to hold spy master. Significant, they're able to hold spy master, chancellor, and steward. Notable, they're able to hold all of the positions minus court chaplain. And then full status, you have absolute cognatic succession, you have female commanders, female rulers do not have an opinion malice, and we're able to have absolute cognatic and change gender preference laws. You should always go this. You should always work towards going to status of women, full, because that way 50% of the people, statistically I suppose, the people you sire, the people that you birth in your line won't be worthless. Women, in the context of this game, are more worthless than men because they can't act. They're just there to marry off. They're just there to get alliances with or get claims from. They're really not that useful. I managed to slay the Duchess Islewith, the usurper of Marseille. And it's who picked up in his stead? It was King the Cornwall. They merged. So Cornwall is now a super country. That's the best thing that ever happened to that man, was me slaying the queen in battle. I'm actually going to siege down my province now. And Sussex form an alliance with Middlesex. 2 counts. And I will marry her off. Oh no, she was a Numayyad. 0 decadence. Oh dear. Well, they attacked against me. They essentially committed suicide. As you can see from the river crossing penalties, you get quite the negative malices. And they don't have that much morale anyway in their center flank, which means they're just going to fall immediately. And this isn't going to go well for them. They're going to lose. Well, they do have more heavy infantry, so they might not. I do think they will though, simply due to the fact that they just came in with little to no morale. They're going to be routed very quickly. Now, if that was the case, they were routed. So that was suicide on the AI's part. It was such a bad battle for them that I gained 50 or 30. No. Yeah, 50 or 30 war score for battle. It was reading. 50% more war score. It was such a bad battle for them that they pretty much lost the war. Do I want to court a mom anymore? I'll keep him on. Again, the AI is just suiciding into me. It realized that it has to do something, but it's not doing anything at all. It's just trying to suicide, trying to do something to stop my siege. It's going to lose again. And this man died. Unfortunate, but I don't know who he was, technically. And I'm actually going to have my Who is this? Half-brother. In battle, so he may die and not pose a threat to my realm. He's captured. He's a rebel. You're relevant. And my non-wife is pregnant. Just want to check real quick. Sometimes this game glitches out with the saves and just doesn't have achievements enabled anymore. But, continuing, another suicide run. They lose more and more men each time. And my piety isn't high enough to ask my half-brother to not be decadent. I don't have enough. I'm going to switch. If I can, I cannot. I have to wait another year. I don't think this gave me another demence anyway. I don't have enough stewardship to gain an extra demence. I might have to just go piety. So I'm going piety. I'm going to go theology when I'm able to, just for the extra piety, to have them straighten up. Because if I do not do this, the monthly decadence gain will increase, or rather it will stay the same, and I'll just gain more decadence per month. As you can see, the effects of my current decadence, since it is below 25, is plus 9.9% and plus 12.3% of my morale, income, and morale. But this is getting lower and lower every single month. Or, excuse me, higher and higher every single month, my decadence itself. If it gets too high, I'll have a revolt on my hands, but it'll never get that high. This way, I won't allow it. It's almost impossible unless you have a very sizable family. So it sieges down. Almost have enough piety. Excellent. So let's see if a 20% chance. No good. Continue to siege it down. 92% chance. And one of my subjects has been converted to a glorious Sunni faith. Alright, I'm going to check and see if I can switch to piety. I am. I did lose a demence, unfortunately. That will bring down my maximum levy, yep, it did. From 2,000 to 1,800. I'm able to actually do this now. Do I have my event spawn? My event spawn an only number in the 400. A shame, but... So just marry her off. Alright, so I usurped another province. I'm going to stand down all my men. And I will see if I can attack Wessex. He's a tributary of Pictland. So what I will do is I'll try to assassinate this man. Let's see, okay. 13%, 10%, 10%, 9%, and a 7%. Excellent. Should boost it up quite a bit. It's to 77%. And I can end this rivalry. Good time to strike now. And once he dies, he'll lose just the 3 tributaries. And he will not be protecting these countries. I actually cannot attack. I can attack these people. I do need legalism 2 as quickly as possible. I'll get there real soon. I have a 9% chance, so 1 in 10 chance basically, to increase legalism by 0.1 every single year. It's not going to happen for a long time, so I'm just going to have to force it. But I shall continue. I'll dedicate more time. I need that piety. Alright, so we're going to hack some straightener. And since I have high learning, I have a special a special option. Now I could invoke Takfir against him, which means I have the chance to arrest him. I have just imprisonment reason to arrest him so I do not incur tyranny. But the problem with that is, if I fail and he flees, the decadence doesn't go away. So I'll have a problem I really cannot fix unless I try to assassinate him. So instead, I'm going to use my special option, which has a very high chance to actually get rid of his decadence. And he made a pious choice, and he straightened up. Speaking of going on Hajjijas, I'm going to go on my own. Not before I observe Ramadan. Before I do that, I'm actually going to check my prisoners and see if I can ransom any of them. Because if you go to Ramadan, you have an option to either lose approximately 3 decadence, but you have to free everyone in your prison, or you gain 3 decadence and you release no one. So to prevent that, I'm going to ransom all that I'm able to ransom. So none here. I'm actually going anyone. I can ransom 8 characters for 247 gold. And I have done so. And everyone else is essentially worthless, so I will just release them when that event pops up in Ramadan. So I will do that. I will continue. Everyone's accepting my ransom now. I can imprison my court chaplain because he acted dishonorably towards me. He is stealing funds. Time to re-grease the palms. It's not what it looks like, so since I am cynical, I gain some decadence and lose some piety. I will send out the invitations. And I will increase your opinion of me. By doing that, I'll do that, and I'll actually convert her to Shia. Alright, she's a Shia woman now. So is Ramadan over? I trust her would. Interesting, I did not actually get that event. Usually there is an event with, I suppose it has a chance to fire, but I am able to lose decadence in exchange for prisoners, but I did not do this time. I'm actually quite surprised. I gained some more decadence. I'm going to go on my Hijij now. The Hajj is a very, very good... It's better than a pilgrimage. There's only good events. Only good events. I don't know if this is permanent or not. Actually, when I lose piety. It might be permanent, I don't want it to be permanent. I gained 1 stewardship, excellent. Permanent stewardship, adds to the base. I can actually gain 100% chance, humble, for more piety. And these infidels will scatter. And my eyes set on a title, but my spy master, Ravai of Scandally, has advised me to forget about the title, saying I would invoke too much wrath if I were to claim it. My wife Rochud, however, is doing everything but telling me outright that I should pursue the title. My wife is right, or my wife is going to sabotage me. Well, if I do this option, I get +2 intrigue, and I have an 80% chance to gain ambitious, which is a very, very good trait. So hopefully I get that. I did not realize I already have. No, I gained it from here. Very nice. This is very nice. And my capital prospers. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Regency ended. And important decisions available. I'm not going to hold a tournament quite yet. I'll wait for that until I'm a bit older in my reign. Well, I suppose I should be doing something other than sitting around. I have 1,500 men now, so I'm actually going to start raiding. Excellent. Put him in thrift immediately. I'm going to have this man start raiding these counts here for a little bit of gold for the churches. And I'll have him Chief Quadi, give him an extra 10 opinion of me. Speaking of which, one more year until I'm able to increase laws. He is now decadent, so I will attempt to straighten him up. Alright, hopefully I do not get depressed. I will save his soul from the fires of Jahannam. A pious choice. And once they get decadence and get rid of it, they can never get it again. So I'm perfectly safe with these two brothers of mine now. They will never get decadence again. Only one gold, but now the meat of this raid is the church, and now my horrible book that I started when I was age 8 or 9 is a dynasty book that isn't even that good. It is a quality 1 dynasty book. It gives me +5 dynastic opinion. Absolutely worthless. It's a shame that the only option was this book. So, that's a shame, but hey, I suppose it might come in handy down the line. Always have to look on the bright side. Alright, it is 22 minutes on the recording, so I'm going to stop it here. So we conquered 2 provinces, and we have a little bit of a hold on England. We have 18% of England, actually. Doesn't look like it, but we do. So we're a fifth of the way there to 100%. And it's just going to be more conquering. The next plan is just to assassinate the King of Pickland, and then pick off his tributaries in wars. And actually I am able to join the assassins, so I'll do that now, and hopefully that will help me actually kill him. So, but that's the next episode, so I'll see you then. This is Zalthor signing off.